Hi guys, it's Siddharth here, and it's day 41 of my video challenge. Just want to reflect on a couple of things. It's been a very tiring week, long week for me. When you're battling with work and SFM at the same time, it can really take a toll on you. I don't know how some of you are managing if you do have a full-time job as well. And I kind of thought about the year itself and how things have gone, and I'm at a point where I'm kind of also probably a little mentally tired because of the year itself. And, it's been one of those years where there's been a lot of work, and sometimes it's not been work that's been very fulfilling, which can also be very draining as well. So, the one thing I wanted to talk about was what's kept me going, or what's motivated me in terms of pushing on every day in the last 2 months or so, is SFM. A lot of people feel like, it's just about doing the business, but not really. I mean, there's so many dynamics that actually people benefit from being part of SFM and the DA platform. And for me, one of the things is that what's helped me sort of motivate myself to just carry on through the day is knowing that I'm working on my SFM business. Without that, I don't think I would have sort of been able to push myself on a daily basis. And of course, as I've said before, the community, it's such great sort of camaraderie, and the people you meet, how people share things openly. There's no feeling of, well, this person might be benefiting more than me and that sort of thing. It's easy to reach out to people, and honestly, I probably would have not had the kind of stamina if it wasn't for these sort of challenges like the video challenge, the wake up calls, interacting with people that I've personally interacted with quite a lot in the community, and forming relationships. Um, but I think for me also, what sort of getting me going is something that kind of struck a chord with me yesterday when I was listening to Stuart on the Founders Call, and just listening to their vision. What is happening for us as a community with SFM going forward, all the great things. It's amazing how these guys have vision, and they're looking at something that's just beyond the scope of people creating an online business. I thought it was a great founders call yesterday. A lot of things I learned about how I want to create a legacy going forward. And the legacy is not purely just from a financial point of view or a business point of view. It's a legacy for myself or my family. I've got specific dreams that I want to achieve, and one of the things I wanted to always do is create a sort of educational scholarship fund in memory of my father, who's late, unfortunately. And I still have that dream because I have something like SFM, which I know can help me get there. So this whole aspect of having the vision, thinking about the bigger picture, thinking long term, that's what's keeping me going. And yes, things might not be great at work at the moment, in the sense that I don't really feel the energy to sort of push myself to be there, because I know it's not something that's going to be long term for me. But I know at the same time, I've got to make sure I've got a balance in terms of how I approach my work and how I build my business on the side. And if you guys are kind of struggling with that, I think that's something to think about, is to think about your vision and the vision that SFM is going towards. It'll really help a lot of people. So I know for a fact a lot of people are benefiting, in the sense that it's not just from a financial aspect, it's from the aspect of, maybe in terms of health, in terms of personal development. Personal development is a big thing that I've seen in SFM. And even myself, when I look at how I started with my videos, I actually reviewed some of my earlier videos when I started the challenge. I can see there's a difference in terms of, how I am as a person, how I communicate. There's a sort of energy about it. So it's just something I thought, I would share. It's been a long year, but I obviously want to end it off with a great bang in terms of, doing well in SFM, and hopefully reaching my financial target that I've set for the end of December. I've spoken about my targets for early next year in terms of looking to leave my job. those are things I'm focusing on. But yeah, I just thought I'd share it. Really a lot for us to look forward to in SFM, and I would love to hear what your visions are. I'm sure a lot of you have big grand visions that you're working towards, and SFM is probably a tool to get you there. So yeah, that's my thought. Hope you all have a great weekend and you take it a bit easy as well, and I'll see you in the next video.